Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth, and today I am here to announce two readathons that I will be partaking in the month of May. So the first one is Middle Grade May Reads. This is hosted by Akos, and basically this year we are just spending the entire month of May reading however many middle grade books we want to read. The only challenge for this readathon is to take your favorite quotes from whatever books you're reading and post them to Instagram or Twitter with the official hashtag MGMAYREADS. I'm excited about this, but I'm not telling you my full TBR just yet. You're going to have to wait till the end of the video because at the beginning of May, I am also co hosting the Toil and Trouble-a-Thon. The Toil and Trouble-a-Thon is a readathon that we are having from May 2nd to May 16th, and it is basically based on reading books that are witchy. So I am co-hosting this with Jordan from The Bookie Babe, Jen from Batman Reads Books, and Megan Sue from the Restricted section. We have 5 challenges for you. The first challenge is to watch a witch movie. I have several of those, but the two I have picked out are Hocus Pocus and Practical Magic. These are two of my all-time favorite movies. I watch them whenever I get a chance anyway, so obviously they were the first two I thought of for that challenge. Next, we've got Read a Book with Witch in the title. For that, I chose The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And then I also grabbed The Magician's Nephew, which doesn't go for that challenge, but does go right before The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So there you have it. Number 3 is Read a Fairy Tale with a Witch in It. I own this beautiful word cloud edition of the Brothers Grimm 101 Fairy Tales. I'm not sure which one I'm going to choose yet, but most of them have a witch. So I'm going to find one that I maybe don't know all about and check it out. Number 4, review a book in the guise of a fortune teller. I don't know what book I'm going to review as a fortune teller, but I'm definitely going to be doing that one. So if you want to see me with scarves and maybe a little crystal ball, some hula hoo review, then definitely stay tuned. And then number 5, read the first book that comes into your mind when you hear the word witch. Now, the first book that came into my mind when I heard the word witch was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and it was followed directly by The Magician's Nephew, but it was also very quickly followed by The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. Now, this is a beautiful kind of upper children's chapter book edition. It is still a fourth grade reading level, so I'm counting it as a middle grade novel. But it's this beautiful illustrated edition that I'm going to be reading to my daughter throughout the first couple of weeks of May. She's never heard the story or watched the movie, so we're going to be watching The Wizard of Oz as well at the beginning of May. And then I also have Wicked. This is my only adult novel that I will probably be reading at all in the month of May. Um, and for those of you that don't know, this is by Gregory Maguire, and this is the story of the Wicked Witch of the West, Elphaba. So I am actually really looking forward to it. I love the play, and I can't wait to read the book. But those are my books and the challenges and all that jazz for Toil and Trouble-a-Thon. So now I can get to the other 17 books. Yeah, 17. 17 books on my TBR for middle grade May. Probably, most definitely, almost for certain, not going to be reading all of them during the month of May, but I'm going to do everything I can to get as many as I can read without losing out on my enjoyment or understanding of them. Yeah. So the first couple of books I have are Lockwood and Company, The Screaming Staircase, and The Whispering Skull by Jonathan Stroud. I've had these for a couple of years and really want to read them. I've heard great things. I also have The Moonlight Dreamers by Sivan Kurham, Girl Online by Zoe Sugg, which actually may be a YA book now that I think about it. So I'll have to check that out. That might be YA. Then I have The Man Who Was Poe by Avi, The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros, Randy Rhodes, Ninja Detective, The Case of the Time Capsule Bandit by Octavia Spencer. Then I have a non-fiction by Misty Copeland. It is Life in Motion, An Unlikely Ballerina. I meant to read it last year for middle grade May and did not. I have Keeping Safe the Stars by Sheila O'Connor. I have The Bully Book by Eric Kahn Kell. I have The Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell by Chris Colfer. I've never read any of the Land of Stories books, and I think this is actually book 2 or 3 or something. So I may not read this one um, because I haven't read the other ones yet. So we'll see what happens with that. I also have The World Within, a novel of Emily Bronte, and this one is another that I'm not sure if it's middle grade or YA, so I will have to check that out. The Whole Story of Half a Girl by Vera Hiranandani. So sorry, I know I'm butchering some of these names. Keeping the Castle by Patrice Kendall, which is another that I'm not sure if it's middle grade or YA. And then 3 that I know for a fact are middle grade. Hello Universe by Aaron Entrada Kelly, which was in last month's Owl Crate Jr., and I'm really looking forward to reading. Rain Rain by Anne M. Martin, who is the author of The Babysitters Club, which was my favorite series when I was in middle school. And then Nothing But Trouble by Jacqueline Davies. And I will have another one because I will be getting this month's Owl Crate Jr. So I will have all of those on the list to be read during May. But wait, there's more. Yes, more. I know you're thinking, Elizabeth, what the crap? That's way too many books for you to read in a month. What are you doing to yourself? I know. But I do have 3 other books that I know for a fact I'm going to read during the month of May and that I'm going to do a special video review for you guys. And those books are by R.J. Palacio. It's Wonder, Augie and Me, and the Mr. Brown's Precepts, I believe. And it's actually 4 books because there is a picture book called We Are All Wonders, and I will be reading that one with Elena. And and we will be discussing that for you. My mom is going to read all of the books as well, and then my dad is going to read the picture book with Elena and myself, and we are going to have a discussion from 4 different viewpoints: a 32-year-old teacher, a 4-year-old pre-K student, a 52-year-old has been a teacher, a children's book illustrator, and a however old my dad is, 58-year-old minister, counselor, college professor, and elementary school teacher to kind of discuss the differences between the books. Dad's only going to do the picture book with us, but we're going to look at it from those different angles, 3 different generations, 4 different jobs, and see kind of what we all think about it. And then I will come to you with our thoughts and share them with you. So if you want to tag along in that as part of middle grade May or just as a read along for the Wonder stuff, let me know. I have not yet decided if I'm going to start that on the 17th since we're going with Toil and Trouble-a-Thon through the 16th, or if I want to do it the last week of May. So if you want to join in and you have any thoughts on when we should do it, please let me know. But that is all that I have for you today. Technically, I guess that was 3 read-alongs since I invited you to read along Wonder with me, but that is part of middle grade May reads. So, whatever. 18, 19, 20 books that I just talked to you about, 25. I don't even know. Oh, May's going to be crazy. But, it'll work. We'll make it through, and we're going to read a lot of great books. I cannot wait for middle grade May, and I hope that you guys are participating with us in one or both of these readathons. Now, remember, Toil and Trouble-a-Thon can be any level books that you want. I just chose mostly middle grade stories because of middle grade May reads. You can do whatever you want with it. I hope that you will join us on one or both, and I will see you guys again very soon. Until next time, I hope you read something good and write something even better. Bye.